acquire a lot of data. A lot of decisions are already, let's say, augmented by data, and there are a lot of challenges. And this is where we see, which is now leading to this trend everywhere. Everyone says AI will solve all our problems, right? We just have enough data and we can solve all our problems. At least this is a big promise. Just collecting data and we will have better decision making in process. I guess it's not that easy, unfortunately. There are a lot of things you have to take care of. So the first part is collecting the right data. Just data is not helpful at all. You have to collect the right one, and then you have to have the tools and the right, let's say, questions to ask to interpret the data correctly. This is very, very important. Not that you only guide by data, but you also have to question why and how it works. And you have to understand that to trust. And these are a lot of challenges we are facing daily when we build in projects with customers or when we even build products. You can ask later what about all these problems. There definitely start with legal issues. How do you get access to the data? Who is allowed to see them? Do they need to be anonymized? When do I start to collecting them? In which countries, entities, and so on and so on. And especially in the HR domain, on the healthcare domain, it's even much more tricky. How do you educate people, for instance? How do you mitigate risk that can come out of those decisions? How do you educate the leaders and decision makers that they understand and trust what is happening there based on the data? If the data set tells you have to fire this person and you have no idea why, it's a pretty tough decision and to follow that or to trust the system. It's similar to people factors. So how it impacts people, how it impacts the employees in the companies, but also the decision makers and leadership in the company. But I want to highlight this second area where SAP is currently very keen on, and this is a big trend here in the US and especially in the Valley. It's all these kind of chat digital assistant things, conversational AI or applications. They are only present right now. And this is a big trend for a couple of years already because of the paradigm how people interacted with systems. So first we had these cloud and then web and mobile and all these trends, and now it's more on these messaging platforms, or this, at least it's peaking or it's growing, this trend. So more and more interactions happening on these interfaces. So WhatsApp or Slack, Kik, or whatever, Instagram for social and so on. So these big players, you know all of them, they kind of introduce now their assistant capabilities for the consumer space. So it means they're really nice to answer these questions on travel, weather, food, restaurant recommendations, and so on and so on. But they will never continue to do that. For the enterprise space that we are playing in, we have seen they are a nice front end for the user, but kind of how they incorporate enterprise knowledge, processes, understanding, that's not there yet. And this is where we, for instance, see a big value for enterprises to focus on that. But just to give you a kind of level adjustment where we are right now, so it started all with these kind of chat interactions, basic command-driven bots, where you can give a command like ask for certain status updates, maybe put in your numbers, your leave request or whatever. The next level is definitely going into more this assistant capabilities. So you use much more data, you combine these data sets, you get a more robust understanding from the natural language interface perspective, less command-driven, more human-like interactions. It's very contextual personalized. It means it takes your personal kind of role, your kind of access criteria or your preferences into account if it starts a conversation. And it's kind of an assembly as well on top of these little bots that are out there already. But as you can see, at least this is where Gartner kind of confirms what we are saying. We are moving towards it, but we are not there yet. The consumer space, I guess, is a little bit more further ahead already. Where we want to finally go is kind of enterprise AI. So really proactive systems that adjust themselves, that learn how people work with that. And the most important part is that it acts autonomously, and people or the users, the employees, can focus on these high-value tasks. Right? The machines cannot take over, but these repetitive, stupid tasks that are even error-prone, this should be handed over to a machine, or at least augmented and supported by machines. But definitely, it's very, very hard to get access to the data, and especially the right data. I'm not talking about the HR domain right now, as you know. And that all is very, very tricky to learn from this data, especially with automated algorithms. It's not that you can throw a black box on it and it will magically spin out something. There's still a lot of investment happening, a lot of understanding, engineering, data science involved, and then still you have to have the domain experts that help to explain and analyze that. So hopefully it gets better, but it's not fully automated yet.